Hi everyone, my name is Katie. Thank you for practicing with me today. So today's flow, we're going to focus on mental clarity. So we're going to do some poses that will help us with that. And we're also going to do what's called the Kubera Mudra, which I'll show you real quick how to do it. We'll do it later on in the practice. It's actually called the Mudra of Wealth, but unfortunately, I don't know that if you just do this, you're going to get wealthy. But if you follow the maybe the purpose of the intention and the continual habit that we kind of think about while doing the mudra, if there's something you want to work on or something you want to accomplish, maybe that in turn will lead to something. So anyway, that was kind of long. But how you do it, I'll show you real quick. So you take your thumb and you bring it to your middle and your pointer finger like that. And then your pinky and your ring finger just tuck in. See that? Like into the top of your palm right there, okay? So do that on both hands, okay? And then you just can either keep your arms down or rest on your legs. Yeah, so that's how we'll do that. It is a little awkward feeling, but anyway. All right, that's the Kubera Mudra. Let's get started in our practice today. So we're actually going to meet up, since we're working on effort and habit here. We're just going to go for it. We're going to meet up in downward facing dog, but I wanted to show you, look at this hydrangea. It's so big. It's real. It's beautiful. Oh, it's so big. I couldn't believe it. Okay. All right, guys. So let's all meet up in Adho Mukha or downward facing dog. If that is hard on your wrist, you can come to dolphin too, okay? Your choice. Hope you're having a good week this week. And if not, I hope it gets better. Press into welcome yourself to your practice with your downward facing dog. Press through your heels. Your feet are hip width apart. Your hands are shoulder width. Your neck is straight. Your ears are by your arms. And your heels are towards the mat. They don't have to touch, okay? And then your hips, kind of lift them up a little bit, okay? Lift them up to that corner where the ceiling meets the wall. All right, just welcoming. Getting it started with intention, continual habits, some mental focus here. Breathe. All right, when you're ready, let's roll to tabletop gently. Okay. All right, from here, we're going to come down onto our forearms. So you're making the number 11. So if you were in dolphin, you just stay where you're at. And then bring your palms together so now you have like triangle arms, okay? You can walk your knees back a couple inches if you need to. And we're just going to bring our chin past our hands. Inhale forward and then exhale as far back as feels good. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. So you can be, if you want to do a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, however you want to do this, it's up to you. Keep your low belly in, support your low back. A couple more here. All right, let's press ourselves back to child's all the way back. And if you want to make two fists and then stack them to rest your forehead, you can do that. It means that feels good. Again, maybe focusing in on our intention. What it is you want to be your intention and your continual habit. Think about your end game. What are we doing this for, right? When you're ready, let's walk yourself up to tabletop. Take your right leg and just pick it up and land it between your hands, okay? Come into a low lunge stance. If you want, you can take a little bit wider if you want to do more of a dragon. Okay, from here, bring your hands to the inside. Okay, so you might have to move your foot out to the right a little bit more to get so it feels square with your shoulders. It doesn't feel awkward, okay? Really root down through your right palm, okay? Really press in the mat. Take your left hand and just bring it behind your low back, okay? And you might want to adjust your foot if you feel like your knee's kind of going towards the right. Look straight. Getting to our hips here. This pose reminds me of if you ever did track and field. I don't know, I did it, but I wasn't very good. When you're on the blocks, ready to go, ready for them to say, let's go. That's kind of what it feels like to me. Pull your elbow up a little bit, your left elbow back. Get into your shoulders a little more. All right, let's bring our hands both down. And we're just going to keep walking your right foot to the edge of the mat. And then roll onto your pinky toe. And then just kind of up and down your right leg, just a little bit, ever so small of a movement, okay? Just for a moment. And then when you're ready, let it just kind of sink towards the right. Still strong in our arms. Take your left hand, press it more towards the center of the mat. And then we're going to rotate up, reaching your right hand towards the sky, rotating your heart center up towards the sky. All right, take your right hand down and just kind of start to roll yourself back and straighten your right leg a little bit. It can be out at an angle, that's okay. Let's follow the angle with your hips. Stretching your back leg. Take your right leg back to meet your left. Just come to child's pose again. Stack your fists if you like that. All right, let's roll up. Take your left foot, land it between your hands, and then walk it a little bit towards the left. Both hands go inside, okay? Get comfy. All right, now take your left hand a little bit more towards center. Right hand is going to sweep behind your low back. Look forward here. Start to pull your right elbow back a little bit. Pulling your low belly in. Just make sure your knee is over your ankle, just not past it, okay? It can be behind it too. All right, let's undo that. Walk your foot towards the edge and then roll into your pinky toe. Let's do our little leg pumps here till you're ready. When it feels good, let it settle. Take your right hand towards the center of the mat. Left hand is going to sweep up, rotating your heart center towards the sky. Breathe. All right, sweep your left hand down and then bring your foot back to flat and then just start to pull your bum back, start to straighten your leg, roll back a little bit. You can come up on your fingertips. All right, walk yourself back forward, and then left leg meets right, back to child's pose. All right, let's come up. Tuck your toes. Probably can't see that. There we go. Tuck your toes and set your bum back. 10-toe stretch here. And we're going to interlace your fingers like that, and then bring your arms so they're kind of at your heart center parallel to the floor, and then just take them side to side, back as far as it feels comfortable, okay? Get into your shoulder blades a little bit. If your toes are screaming at you, you can untuck them and sit down, okay? Couple more. All right. Let's come back. Roll yourself back forward. Deep breath. Press yourself back to downward facing dog. Come onto your tippy toes. Let's come back down to tabletop. Extend your right foot back. Press into your right heel. So lift your left arm and extend it straight forward. At the same time, if you want, lift up your right leg, flexing your right foot. Toes are pointing straight down. If you want, there's always the option to swing it wide. So left hand goes to left, right leg goes to right, keeping your low belly in for support, okay? Focus. Tapas right, we're doing the work. One of the niyamas in yoga, the continuous habit, continual effort. Couple more breaths. All right, let's land it down. Left hand's gonna sweep through that space you made. Just roll down onto your shoulder, your left shoulder. Right arm can be there for you for support, or you can extend your right arm up. That feels good. All right, bring your right arm down. Press yourself back up. Can do a little hip wiggle. Wiggle it out here. Left foot's going to extend back behind you. Press through your left heel. Right arm reaches up and forward. Lift your left leg. Flex your left toe. Left toes are pointing straight down. And if you want, keeping your hips the same height from the floor on each side, swing it wide. And then bring it back. And we're going to take your right arm through that space behind your left arm and your left leg, and then come onto your right shoulder again. Left arm can go up or straight forward. Whatever it feels like today for you. When you're ready, press yourself back up. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog or dolphin pose. Should be feeling a little better, this down dog. Maybe not as stiff as the first one. All right. We're going to start to walk your hands back towards your feet, okay? Taking a bend in your knees. Find your elbows. Let your arms dangle. Let your head dangle, okay? Can do bend your knees on each side and then shake your head. No. Shake your head. Yes. A nice deep breath in. We're going to inhale, exhale it all the way up. Hands together, heart center Anjali Mudra in your Tadasana. Let things settle here, readjust. We're changing our relationship to gravity, so give yourselves a minute. All right. So in your Tadasana pose, if you want to take your Kubera Mudra, now is a great time. So again, just your pinky and your ring finger, tuck it in, and then your thumb touches your pointer and your middle, okay? And you can just hold it down next to you or kind of bend your arms at your hips and just focus on what it is that needs your attention, what needs the continual habit to make something happen, to get to where you're wanting to go. Sometimes it can just look so chaotic and muddy. We don't know the way, but maybe if we just give our effort, our mind to it, it should help. Let's be here with your breath. All right, when you're ready, hands back to Anjali Mudra at your heart. Go ahead and take your right leg, step it forward into high lunge. Really sink into your high lunge. We're focused, determined, looking at our goal, okay? Press through the heel of your left leg. So we're gonna lift up that back leg, okay? And here, go ahead and take your arms straight out in front of you. Cross your right arm under your left, bend your elbows, and if you can make your palms touch, we can come to eagle arms. Whew. Add some balance here. If you want to extra challenge, you can close your eyes. Whew. And sink in a little more into your lunge. All right, when you're ready, let's spread our eagle wings. Reach up. Take your hands down. Tap your left foot up a couple taps and so just straighten your right leg. It's a pyramid. You can bring your hands to your right ankle if you want. Bring your head more forward. Keeping a micro bend in your right knee, okay? Again, if you want to make this balance pose have a little extra challenge, you can close your eyes. Just don't tip over, okay? All right, hands go down, right foot goes back to Adho Mukha. Press your palms back to your feet again. We're going to find our elbows. Let your head dangle. Again, yes. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Bend your knees. Inhale, exhale all the way up. Hands to heart center. Left foot forward this time, high lunge, left side. Really lift through your right leg. So see how my knee's kind of down? Let's really press it back, okay? Pulling low belly in. The hip on your left side, pull it back a little bit. So your hips should be straight in this pose. We're not doing warrior one, so we're not kind of at an angle. Everything, toes, hips, everything is straightforward, okay? We're focused on the future, our intention. If you want that option, hands straight out in front of you, left arm goes under right, cross at your elbow, bend and find your palms if you can. Come to eagle arms. When you're ready, let your eagle fly. A little back bend in there, reaching up. Land your hands down. Walk your right foot up a couple taps. Start to straighten your left leg. Bring your forehead towards your left knee. It doesn't have to touch. If you want to reach for your left ankle, close your eyes. A little balance. Don't close your eyes if you're going to fall. All right, bring your hands down back to downward facing dog. Okay, roll onto your tippy toes. Let's roll to plank. Let's get a plank in there. Always good for you. All right, let's gently come to your knees and then lower yourself all the way to your belly. Elbows straight back. Wiggle out your hips a little bit. All right, bring your hands so they're right at your heart center on each side, okay? And then your elbows go straight back, okay? We're gonna roll your upper inner thighs towards each other. Press into the tops of the back of the tops of your feet, okay? The shoelace part, okay? Elbows are straight back, low bellies in. We're just gonna do a baby cobra here. Press up. Lower down. Let's do an inhale up. And then take it down, and then one more time, inhale up. Take it down. All right, bend your knees. Make yourself a forearm pillow. A forearm pillow for your forehead, and then take your feet side to side. All right, gently take your feet down. Let's set our feet up the same way again. So press the top part of your feet into the mat. Your upper inner thighs are rolling towards each other. Your low belly's in. This time your hands, so they were right at the side of our heart center, we're going to take them down more toward our rib cage, okay? We're going to go into upward dog, but I want to cue it because this one can cause some low back issues if you don't do it correctly. So if you do have low back issues, you might want to sit this one out, okay? Unless you're okay to do it. All right, so really pressing into the mat. The weight is going to go into your arms, okay? Not your low back. If our arms are up here by our heart, then our low back takes all that weight. That's why we're going to bring our arms down more by our rib cage. Keep our elbows straight back. Pull your low belly in and just press yourself up, okay? You're on the backs of your feet. Your low back is not taking that. You should feel that weight in your arms, okay? And then just roll your toes and then come to downward facing dog. Let's roll on our tippy toes. Come to your knees. We'll come to child's pose. Again, stack your fists and then just bring it to your third eye, your intention, your intuition, your knowingness. When you're ready, come up. We're going to meet up in seated. So I'm going to face you to do this. So bring your feet to wide-legged stance. So I'm going to see these pretty flowers. Okay, so keep your feet wide. Now, if you have low back issues, again, I would grab like a pillow or a blanket or something and put that under your bum for a second, okay? I'll wait for you if you gotta grab one. Grab one. Oh, it'll help, I promise. All right, I'm gonna get one too. Oh, it feels so much better. All right, extend your leg back, hopefully. Bend your right leg and then bring the bottom of your foot in towards the inner part of your left thigh. And then flex your left toes, okay? And we're just gonna fold over straight forward here, okay? As far down as you can go. And then come back up. And then take your pillow out. Bring your feet straight out in front of you. And we're just going to reach for the bottoms of our feet here to whatever extent you can do. Guys, if it's just your shins, calves, it's okay. All right, and from there, come back onto your forearms behind you, okay? Onto your elbows. And we're just going to lift up into a reverse tabletop, okay? But usually we do it with our hands. But if that is hurting your wrist, just come all the way down like that, okay? And then just lift up. And then lower down, okay? All right, let's do the other side. So wide-legged. Bottom of the left foot is going to touch the inside of your right thigh. Get on your pillow, get comfier. Okay, and then just come forward a little bit. And this side might be different. My knee is a little cranky on this side sometimes, so can't come down as far. It's okay. If you're watching this, if you're doing this, you already got it, man. 100%. You're good. You're golden. All right, let's press ourselves back up and then take your feet straight out in front of you. Again, grab the bottom of your feet if you can, or your shins, your calves. And then come onto your back and either do fingers facing forward and do the reverse tabletop, or if you want to come onto your forearms, just line up your feet so that they're making the number 11, okay? And then just lift up. And then lower down. All right. Let's come all the way. Since we're in such a great position to come to our backs, let's just come to our backs. All right, from here, cross your feet at your ankles and just kind of take your hips and knees side to side here. And then change the cross, whichever one was on top, put it on the bottom, roll out again. And then take your right leg and cross your right knee over your left to any extent, okay? And then reach for the tops of your feet and take a bicycle ride here. Those old school handlebar bikes, if you had one back in the day. I don't know, I'm sure they still make them. I remember my grandma had one. All right, let's hug our knees in towards our chest, lifting your tailbone, sacrum up a little bit off the ground, and then switch your cross. So now your left knee is going to go on top of your right, and then ride your bike again. And then give yourself another hug. Take your knees and let them just go towards the left. Reach your right arm to the side and then bring your right arm up by your ear. Left arm can be at your thigh or your hip. And then give yourself another hug and switch sides. Give yourself a hug first, okay? And then switch sides. Oh. Left arm's going to extend at your side first and then up by your ear. Right arm's on your thigh or your hip. And then well, it won't be the last hug. We got one more after Shavasana, but last one before Shavasana. All right, let's set this up. All right, extend your legs out. Wiggle your hips, make sure it's comfortable. That pillow, if you have it, you can always put it under your knees if you want a little extra support. It feels kind of nice. Let your palms just be floppy, fingers floppy. Press your head into the mat and then kind of scrunch your shoulders down. Let your feet be floppy. There's no more work to do. When you're ready, just roll your big toes towards each other and then out, away from each other. Bend your knees. Wake up your hands, hug your knees towards your chest, and then pull it in a little bit more. Roll your knees towards the side and slowly come up. You still have your pillow with you. Might as well sit on it. Okay, and come to Sukhasana. Again, we have to readjust our relationship with gravity. All right, let's come to Kubera Mudra again. So pinky and ring finger tuck in, pointer in middle, meet your thumb. Let it rest on your thighs. Back is strong, neck is long. Back is long too. You can soften or close your eyes and really just focus on what it is that you want to give your effort to, what it is you want to give your intention, your continual habit to, what the end goal is. What we can think about in our mind can help us. Was it the French philosopher René Descartes that said, "I think, therefore I am"? Take a deep breath in, exhale it out your mouth. You can soften your eyes open, blink them open. Bring your hands to Anjali Mudra, holding that space, tiny space in there for whatever it is, your intention. Bring it to your heart center. It was an honor to practice with you today. I hope everything you work towards turns out how you want. May you be okay. May you be healthy. May you be free from suffering. May you continue to be awesome and may you progress. Namaste. All right. Thanks again, everyone. hopefully have a great week. Well, I hope you have a great week, and hopefully I will see you next week. Okay, take care. Bye.